So, hi everyone, welcome back to Data Science in Your Pocket. And this time we are talking about a very important topic, that is how to detect AI generated text. So, we would be talking about some common patterns that you would find in ChatGPT written text so that next time when you read a blog, you can easily make out whether it is AI generated or not. So we are into the AI writing era, as we all know. Most of the articles floating, Reddit comments, LinkedIn posts, everything is getting generated using AI. And the line to identify between human generated and AI text is becoming blur day by day. So the first very common pattern that you would find in AI generated text is it is too organized. Human beings are a little careless and they are not able to follow the same structure for a very long time, but AI can. Perfect structure means AI is there. Too many use of lists, headings, bullet points may indicate that it is too organized. Over friendly tone, I think this is very obvious. At times you might be reading certain text written which is very friendly, and it looks to be like polishing you. So it's too chipper, too perfect, too friendly, it may be AI. Generic examples are getting used. I think this is very common. Some generic words are getting used in the example. It doesn't have a personal touch when it is writing the text. No real stories are mentioned, so it can be AI generated again. Perfect grammar, I think this is quite obvious. When a human being writes 1000 2000 words, it's quite sure he would be making some grammatical mistakes, but AI won't. It's just crystal clear. Buzzword overload, I think that's quite obvious. It uses a lot of jargons and emojis also, if you remember. So buzzwords, if there are too many jargons that you feel like, read the sentence: seamlessly integrate dynamic ecosystem. Which human writes like that? So this is fluffy words that are getting used. It may be an indication that AI is getting used in that text. AI sandwich format, I think this is very important to know. So when you ask it to write a text, for example a blog, it starts off with the hook, write the main content, and then write a conclusion with a CTA. CTA, that is click to action. So if you find this particular pattern in a written text, like it starts with a crazy hook, then tells you about it, and then asks you to click somewhere, most probably the article is written using an AI. This is called as an AI sandwich format. Predictable structuring. Over explaining things, quite obviously. So most of the AI articles that I read nowadays have LLM, then large language models mentioned as brackets. As you can see here also, API, application programming interface. It's not required. It's the baseline API or LLM, but AI tries to explain everything, define everything, do identify this pattern. No personal touch, I think this I've already mentioned. No stories, no mistake. It's look like the text is coming straight out of a machine. Perfect symmetry, I think this is very important. Like for example, if it is comparing something A to B, every time you can see the same pattern. So if it measures A, it measures B, it measures A, it measures B. Human doesn't work like that. Humans love to mingle up things. So if there is a perfect symmetry, some pattern you can observe while writing, it's probably AI coming into the picture. No surprises. It's quite mechanical, quite linear. It won't be throwing up a joke in between. It won't be adding a GIF in the text. Nothing. It's a plain text, sort of a report rather than a text written for you. Generic motivation, I think this is quite obvious. You might have read it. Do give it a read. You are got this. You go conquer it. These are things that usually humans don't write, but AI do write. HR email vibes, as mentioned. So quite obviously, if there is a generic motivation sentence somewhere in the text, it might be AI generated. Why does it matter? I think it matters a lot because see, we are a chat GPT is getting used by everyone. Fake news is at its peak, and not just fake, identifying fake news versus real news. Within education also, the teachers are having a hard time to detect whether the text is AI generated or not. While interviews also, people are not able to make out whether the assignment is AI generated or not, and it does impact your SEO as well. So if you're writing too many AI text, it should the Google will be penalizing that particular text piece. So keep these text in mind. If you are a user of AI for generating text, try to avoid these. If you are a reader, try to identify AI generated text using these patterns. Trust your guts, look for real story, look for genuine emotion. Human instincts always win. I always believe on my instinct, to be honest. All these patterns are great to know, but there is a flip where you know that okay, this is not looking real. That's the point where you have identified it. Thank you so much. I hope you keep all these points in mind and move ahead while reading AI stories.